Kuphina kuphi emakhaya amadolobheni aseComplus takhona sawubona ke mbukeli ke leli lungelo lakho. Now the absence of a legally documented will can be a source of bitter conflict when a breadwinner dies, and this is a reality that many families in South Africa experience. That is why today on the show we throw our attention on the importance of drafting a will while we are still alive. Yebo ke mbukeli, namhla ke sibuka ukubaluleka kwekubhalwa ngalokusemthethweni isabelo selifa iwili. Emindenini leminyenti ke kungabi khona kwesabelo kwelifa kudala ukuthi ke imindeni isale ikwebhana noma ke icabana uma umnikati welifa sekashonile. Mina ke ngisimpiyo ingcwane kanti kuleli lungelo lakho. Lengiyethi inkampani emshwalense lapha eNingizimu Afrika ithi ke emindenini lelishumi mithathu kuphela imindeni lenesabelo selifa lesemthethweni. Lokho ke kuyaye kudala ukucabana kulabo labasele. Umndeni ke waseSoweto awusabukani ke ubangalifa lelashiwa sihlobo.
Phansi babe bangitshela ukuthi umama wenu nawo la ekamerini ulele. So lokulala lokuzange ngiunderstand mina yabo. Ngangena ngaye ekamerini mangifika umama kanti sekashonile lapho.
Ubuhlungu bokushonelwa umzali bungelinganiswe nalutho. Lona uSindiso Nqaba waseSoweto eGoli. Usuku okwashona ngalo umama wakhe usuku akathola ngalo ukuthi kunencwadi yehlukanisa amafa kodwa engabafaki bona nezingane zakubo.
Umama wakhe ubhale iwili. Cha iwili ubhale nini umama bathi hayi uyibhale before ashona. Ngithi ayenze kulona because umama ngiphile naye iminyaka yami yonke. And then manje kuzovela sokuthupa le wheel yabo bayikhiphe ke iwheel yakhona mabayikhipha into enginotisile kule wheel yakhona bengena date bengena signature ibhalwe ngesandla.
Inkantolo yayichitha lencwadi yamafa yaphinde yachitha nanokuthi umama kaSindiso wake washada yakubiza lokhu njengomkhonyovu walabo ababegaqele ifa likamufi. uSindiso nabafowabo baba nenhlanhla engandele emuntu ngoba bona icala labo lasheshe laphuthulwa. Amacala ahlanganisa ifa laloyo ngasekho kwesinye isikhathi adonsa iminyaka. Umbiko wamuva oqhamuka kwenkampani yomshwalense iOne Life uthi eshumini labantu bathatha kuphela abashiya izincwadi ezisemthethweni zokwehlukaniswa kwefa. Ukhulumela lenkampani Anton Kidd uthi iningi labantu alizihluphi ngokubhala incwadi ehlukanisa ifa ngoba becabanga ukuthi udaba lewili olwezigwile kuphela.
Most people think that wills are only for people who have lots of assets. Wills are only for very wealthy people, and that is not the case. Wills are for everybody. Everybody out there requires a will. It doesn't matter how many assets you have.
Incwadi ehlukanisa ifa iyaye iphinde ibaluleke kulabo abanemshwalense ngoba iba umkhombandlela ikakhulukazi uma obabhalisile ukuba bathole izimali zakho besebancane.
One of the unfortunate examples that we saw, the lady had passed away. Unfortunately, she didn't have a will, and the kids were still minor. So, in the instance like that, we cannot pay the money to a minor beneficiary. We are forced to pay it to the guardian's fund, or we have to keep the money until such time that a guardian for the kids are appointed, and that guardian is approved by the Master of the High Court, and that guardian can physically open a trust account for the kids.
Ukubaluleka kakhulu ukwazi ukuthi ngokomthetho incwadi ehlukanisa amafa kufuze kube ebhaliwe, umthetho awuzukuthatha ukuqoshiwe. Kufuze kube isayindiwe futhi kube nofakazi ababili. Ziningana ke izindawo ongathola kuzo usizo ngokubhalwa nokugcinwa kwewili, ukufaka kuzo ibhange lakho, izinkampani zomshwalense kanye nakubameli. Thatha ithuba uyibhale lencwadi usenamandla ukuze izingane zakho zingabi omtshengu bethwa ngubani.
Iwili important sister kakhulu because lento le ixakisa abantwana. Because mangabe bakhula abantwana banale hope ukuthi banekhaya enabazi bahleli nawo ngumzali.
Qoqa kusesemini ukuze kuthi mhlali kushonela owakusebenzela iminyaka kungabi umsusa wempi noqhekeko emndenini. Hlengiwe Shibambu, Yilungelo Lakho.
Siyabonga kakhulu ke lo mbiko leswendeleke kuMhlengiwe Shibambu. And now to discuss the importance of drafting a will while we're still alive, let's welcome the Deputy Master of the South Gauteng High Court, Penny Roberts. Etindlini tethu tekusakata ke eThekwini sinaye ke Advocate Donald Sono, yona ke yena ke ubuya ke at Legal Aid South Africa. Advocate Sono, danawo ke manje Penny Roberts sanibukele hleleni sanibonani.
Sanibonani, siyabonga kubabukeli bonke.
Angicela ke Penny Roberts, sesibonile ke le insert lapha ke sikhuluma ngebumcoka bekwenda iwill usaphila. What is the importance of drafting a will? Imcoka ngani nje vele iwill?
Iwill yincwadi ebalulekile kakhulu le oyibhala phansi usaphila ukuthi mawushona la emhlabeni ubani ozohambisa uhlelo loku-administer i-estate yakho, ubhalisa futhi nokuthi abantu laba ufuna ukuthi bathole impahla zakho ukuthi kuzoba abobani. Uyakwazi ukuthi if uneyingane ubhalise ukuthi i-guardian le ezonakekela labo bantwana kuzoba abobani. Uyakwazi futhi ucreate i-trust ku-will ukuthi mawushonile mhlambe uneyingane ke uzo-create i-trust for lezo ingane and then u-appoint ama-trustees labo bazoyenza sure ukuthi imali iyafikelela kulezo ingane.
So akudzingeke ukuthi ngibe injinga noma ngibe sigwili kwenda iwill noma ngangibana ngayenda iwill.
Noma ubani one iminyaka e16 naphezulu and if uneimpahla futhi ngeke ubhalise izinto lezi unganazo, kumele ube nemali ebank, umzekelo ube nendlu, imoto, izinto ezinjalo. Abantu bacanga ukuthi mawuyenze ipolicy ubhalise ipolicy wa nominate i-beneficiary bacanga ukuthi yi-will kanti akusiyi-will because i-policy kudonswa imali from isalary yakho ukuthi mawushona leyo mali ibhadala ama-beneficiaries wakho, but kumele ucabangele ngezinye izinto like impahla ezinye, furniture, yabona imoto, izindlu, izinto ezinjalo.
Okay. Advocate Sono, asikwemukele futhi kule nkulumo yethu ke sifuna ukuva umvo wakho ukuthi yini bomcoka bekwenda iwill usaphila.
Thanks for having me, but Mina, the importance here will is that most people tend to say, I don't need a will in my life. They tend to say, I have got no assets, but in essence, if you have every little thing that you have, you get an opportunity through a will to dictate what happens beyond death. The person who has a will has got more than one death. He dies the initial death, and then he can dictate what happens after the initial death. He gets an opportunity to say, I have these assets, and these are my beneficiaries. This is how I want them to benefit from that will. It does not leave the people standing behind, or rather, the people Baba Salang behind, they have to have an opportunity to decide for you. It is the importance thereof is that umaune will, yonke into yakho will go according to your wishes. You express your wishes while you're still alive.
Uyasatfusa ke lapho advocate nawukhuluma nge-initial death. Asosichazela kabantu ke ngalapho ukuthi ukhuluma ngani.
I am being a bit sarcastic in this situation. I'm saying you have the death, the dying of the brain, now you get buried. But then you are not dead. You still have an opportunity through your will to dictate what happens beyond your death. Hence I'm saying you have more than one death. You have the initial death, and then the will comes later after you've been buried to be able to dispose or to be able to give an opportunity to forgive a debt, to be able to administer what happens to your estate. By that time, you have long rested. So you understand what I mean when I say
No, nguva kahle.
you have more than one death, because a will gives you that power to have beyond the death to dictate what happens, to dictate how people should handle your things.
No, sanguva kahle ke, advocate. Let's talk about some of the assets that you can list in your will. Ngitiphi ke timpahla loti ungatifaka ku will? Logo timpahla leti segameni lakho kuphela noma timpahla leti lowathatha ngesikweneti. For instance, you bought a car ngesikweneti noma ngecredit and uyafa awukakasicede leso sikweneti. Ungasifaka still kule will.
A debt remains a debt. You have to make a provision of how it will be handled, how it will be paid off. In as much as asitile moto iako, you owning it yourself. But then it is a credit. Therefore, there must be a provision to be able to handle your creditors. Like I gave an example, with your debtors, some of them you might forgive them, and then you have to make a provision on how these creditors should be handled. This is normally where you also leave it to the master's office. That's where they come in if there's no provision for that. The bottom line is a credit is a credit, and a will getting involved in that, or rather a will being part of your afterlife, has to make provision. If it doesn't, then there will be the administration of the credit beyond.
Okay, all right. No, go kahle lapha, advocate. Makapheni asesikhulume ke ngendaba I mean, just picking up on what he said, indaba yesikweneti ke ku will. What are the processes?
Indaba abantu bacanga ukuthi mawushona nezikoloto zakho ziyashona, kanti ama creditors banelungelo still lokuthi bathole imali zabo. Let's say bone home mortgage bond, home loan mortgage bond, ne uyayifaka still ku estate, because it has to be administered in terms of the estate ngoba soshonile. If bone car finance through e-bank nayo uyayifaka ku estate ukuthi i-process hiyo administer ama estates ukuthi sizothatha i-total value yeimpahla zakho zonke, and then before noma ubhalisile abantu laba ukuthi bathole impahla zakho ku-will, kumele baqale ama-creditors athole imali zabo kuqala. So that process has to take place before ama-beneficiaries wakho or ama-heirs anga-inherita from your estate. So kuzobhatalwa ama-creditors, ama-banks, izinto ezinjalo laba bobakolota imali kuqala before.
Asesike umufi ke noma ke lo shonile does not have significant assets in terms of liquidity, in terms of cash or any assets that can generate income. So uyashona kanzi unesikweneti sendlu, unesikweneti semoto. Ama-executors atayibhatala kanjani ke leyo mali leyo?
Kuba inkinga kakhulu because la sikhuluma nge-estate planning. So kumele ma usaphila la emhlabeni uyenze sure ukuthi ikoloto zakho at least kube ne-provision yokuthi uyazibhatala. Ma uthathe home loan mortgage bond, ne iyakwazi ukuthi ibe ne-credit life insurance ukuthi ma ungashona or ungakwazi ukuthi ubhatale ikwazi ukuthi ipay off. Uyayibona lezo zinto. So ke inkinga ukuthi yilezo zinto ukuthi abantu abayenzi i-estate planning, abahleli izindaba zabo basaphila la emhlabeni. So kuba inkinga uthole ukuthi lezo impahla, indlu, imoto, lezo zi under ilona i-credit yama banks, uthole ukuthi kumele zithengiswe, unfortunately ukuthi ama creditors ke athole imali zabo. So kuba inkinga kakhulu.
Hayi senti vele ke bukela kumcoka kuplana impilo yakho usaphila ungaze ushiye ke le tinkinga takho uthishile abantu bakho ke naso uhambile. Asibambe lapho ke bukele sisishelele ngasetolo siyaboya khona nyalo leli lungelo lakho. sanibukela futhi babukele ke tincingo tefe setevuliwe sishale licingo ku 011-714-6918 noma ke 011-714-6919. You can also email your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za. Ngaphinde uthumele futhi ne-SMS ku 33721. Uphinde usifole ke ku Facebook na ku Twitter. Siyachubeka futhi nenkulumo yethu ke bekunene sokhuluma ke nge-will nebumcoka bekwenda i-will usaphila. Lapha ke e-studio sina Deputy Master of the South Gauteng High Court nase eThekwini ke studio tekusakata ke sinaye ke Advocate Sono yena ke uvela e-legal aid. Now Penny Roberts, asesichubeke ngalinkulumo ukuthi what are some of the common issues that you come across on a daily basis? Nyade ukuthi nasikhuluma kanzaba leti i-headache kuwe.
Yeah, no, into ebuhlungu ukuthi abantu abayenza amawili and uthole ukuthi sokuyaliwa manje makumele kuzo-report ama-estate ku Master of the High Court, yabona abantu abasitshela iqiniso bafihla abanye abantu izinto ezinjalo. So if umuntu bekayenze i-will asaphila kuba ngcono cause at least yazi ukuthi ubhale phansi ukuthi imfiso zakhe makashona kumele kuyenzekaleni nge-estate yakhe.
Advocate Sono, asiphinde sikwamukele futhi ke nasesidrafta i-will yini tinfo lekumele uticabange noma ke what are some of the factors that we need to consider in drafting a will that would make that will valid?
Well, in drafting a will, for a will to be valid, there are certain requirements. It has to be reduced into writing. And that's one of the major important things. And the person who wants a will, he must sign it. And in the presence of witnesses, 2 of those. And in terms of age, you have to be 16 years or older to be able to enter a will which is valid. And those are the most major important things that we look at. When you draft a will, what are your assets? What do you have? What are your creditors? Those are the things that are into that form part of your will. Who are your beneficiaries? And how do you want your beneficiaries to benefit? So basically, ileyo is starting point here to mawenza i-will.
So nasikhuluma ngama-witnesses, kumcoka yini lokuthi le witness kuba ngubani? Does it really matter?
In essence, for a witness, it doesn't matter who it is. But come back to this. The person who is witnessing a will has to be of a specific age. He should not be a minor child. He should be competent to witness and be able to sign independently as a witness on the will. I'm using the word independently as saying it should be a person that, legally speaking, can be able to attest to it and sign.
All right, standing by on the line is Mavis from Val. We'll be chatting to her in just a moment. Now, what makes a will invalid, Advocate Sono?
There are a number of circumstances that makes a will invalid. I started just one example. If I cannot sign a will, or rather if my will is signed by someone else, or I cannot attest to the signing myself, and I use maybe a thumbprint, and no one, or rather no commissioner of oaths attests to the thumbprint, that affects the validity of the will itself. It cannot be certain to say the thumbprint that has been placed as a testatus on the will. How do we confirm that it belongs to the person that is making their will?
So if I am incapacitated, if I'm incapacitated, angikhoni nekwendani, angikhoni nekubhala sandla sami asisasebenzi noma ngatfola ingoti, I mean, how do we navigate around that?
You mentioned 2 scenarios. You are incapacitated and awunaso isandla sokusayina a will. In essence, what happens in that situation, it goes back to my previous example here, a thumbprint. If I cannot sign a will, then the next person can sign for me in the presence of a commissioner of oaths.
Okay. All right. So what then happens? Inkantolo sets the will aside because lo mnikati we estate was not of sober mind, or was not of a sober mind. So who determines ukuthi that particular person was not of sober mind? Nangabeke sekashonile.
The person that it's a court that determines the validity of the will. Remember, once you have a will at the time of your death, here to the master's offices, they determine its validity or its going beyond. And once it's been classified or qualified as being valid, it can go on. But should there be a dispute where the court has to be involved and make a determination on that part?
All right, asishiye lapho ke. Let's take our first caller. Sina Mavis ulapha eValley. Sekumukela Mavis, sabona.
Baba konjani?
Siyaphila kunjani mama?
Ngiyaphila. Bengisathi ngumama oshadile in community of property. Nginabantwana oyi-1 akusuka semshadweni and ngumama osebenzayo. Manje ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi should I die kuzenzakala yini if kwenzakala ukuthi mhlambe ngishonile and noma bengumama osebenzayo nginabantwana ngiyosifale futhi nomntwana ngaphandle ungasuwa.
Mavis, your line is not the best. When I understand you correctly, you are married in community of property and you've got a kid, a child that is born out of wedlock. So angeva ke lapho ukuthi umbuto wakho uthini?
Bengithi mhlambe kungenzeka ukuthi iwili ivumelekile na ngayenza iwili for labantwana while I'm married in community of property.
All right, Mavis, siyabonga kakhulu ukushayela. How do you respond to that, Penny?
Put simple, it's very sensitive. That's why abantu kumele bakhulume ngalezinto zokufa nama-will basaphila. Because if you are married in community of property, sikhuluma nge-joint estate between wena nomyeni wakho. So it's one joint estate. So you can only uyenze i-will for half yelon half share yakho from the joint estate. So which means half share yakho ungabhalisa abantwana bakho uyayibona lento because the other half ngokomthetho based on the marriage in community of property it belongs to the husband. So ke yazi kuba nezinto uthole ukuthi umuntu is caught by the element of surprise. Uthole ukuthi ufika kumaster kanti umyeni wakhe or umfazi wakhe though bebashade in community of property uyenze iwili angamtshelanga only disposing nge-half share. Uyayizwisisa ukuthi njalo. So kungcono ukuthi if abantu bayakhulumisana bayazi ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani umama bashona because kuyenzeka futhi if nishade in community of property niyenze what we call a joint will. I-will yenu noba yi-2 nishadile umama nobaba ukuthi manishona impahla zenu kumele zihambe kanjani.
Kumcoka indlela ukuthi usitshele spouse sakho na wende i-will nekuthi ke utafaka ini ku-will.
Kumcoka because as bengichazile ukuthi sikhuluma nge-joint estate A1. So kumcoka ukuthi umtshele ukuthi ayazi ukuthi i-half share ufuna ukuthi ihambe kanjani or niyenze i-joint will. La ke nihlanganisa zonke le impahla in terms of the joint estate ukuthi impahla zakhona zizoya kubo bani kanjani.
Santi vele ke bukele kumcoka ukuthi umtshele ke wakakho indvodza yakho noma ke umkakho nge-will nathi tongethe impahla tatfaka kuleyo will. Sibalekela ke naku lebasile bafundzile i-element of surprise. Asisiphinde sifuyele futhi etitolo siyabuye khona nyalo, don't go away. Kupina kuphe ke bekunene emakhaya amadolobheni asekomplasta khona lapho kubukela khona Yilungelo Lakho. Our participation lines are now open 0117146918 noma ke 0117146919. Lethi ke incingo tethu kwesishalo licingo umbukeli ube ingcenye yale nkulumo yethu. You can also SMS your views to 33721 or catch us on our Facebook page. Kulabukela bacatha usijoyina nyalo sikhuluma ke ngomcoka be-will, wills in terms of estates or the administration of estates. Lapha ke studio sina Deputy Master of the High High Court of the South Gauteng High Court. Nasethekwini ke titulo tethu ke sina Advocate Sono. Advocate Sono, let me welcome you back to this conversation. Before we went to that break, we had Mavis ulapha ke eval abekhuluma ubutile ke Mavis ubuta kabani ngendzaba ye ukhuluma nge-administration of estates nangabe ushade in community of property kanzi unebantfana laba who were born out of wedlock. How do you solve this particular issue?
Somo. This particular issue, in essence, irrespective of the fact that I think UCC answered it very well, irrespective of the fact that you are married in community of property, if you have to deal with a will being in a marriage like that, you have to deal with half of, or rather the 50% of the estate. In a 100,000 estate, a 50,000 that belongs to you. You can only deal with that, dispose of that. You cannot deal with the other 50% because it belongs automatically to your partner. And that, if a child out of wedlock is automatically properly covered, should your wishes be ufuna umntwana engene to that will.
Okay, asasike ngiyasebenza ke ngisebenza lapho ngisebenza khona ke ngisaphila ku pension fund yami yasemsebentini our HR department ngiyamnika ke ama beneficiaries or the list of beneficiaries in terms of nominating my beneficiaries, and then ku will there's a different set of names. So won't that create problems or complications perhaps?
It always does, especially where there are minor kids involved. But in such a situation, if your will, normally what the employer does, they are reliant more on what the will and the master's office, the will, what will say into that regard. Because if OT, I have nominated other people, it's a similar situation with insurances. I have nominated XYZ to be a beneficiary M7, but in my will, I have covered this and that and that, or I have covered this person and this person. The most important thing in that regard is, if there is a conflict in between what the will and that says, which normally doesn't really happen, if there's a conflict in between those things, it will then be the responsibility of the master to take care of all the other assets, or to take care of, to take care of what your beneficiaries, or what your intention about the beneficiaries is.
All right. Mapeni, do you want to respond or maybe add on to that?
Ngicela ukuphendula. But Simpiwe, what happens ukuthi ma kune le scenario ne i-pension fund kahle ama benefits wakhona from the death benefits in terms of i-pension fund, they don't form a part of the estate.
Okay.
They don't form part of the estate. Umufi uzababhalise phansi ukuthi ama beneficiaries kuzoba abobani. So the trustees, the pension fund, ngabo bayenza isinqumo sokuthi bazobhadala lawo ama beneficiaries. If bangekho babheka ukuthi ama financial dependents ngabobani. So kaningi ke uthole ukuthi kunama beneficiaries, i-pension fund, ama trustees bazayenza leso sinqumo ukuthi babhadala labantu or babheka ukuthi ama financial dependents ngabobani. Akusukuthi all the time siba nezinto ezinjalo so Master of the High Court where kumele sibheke ukuthi will ithi pension fund impahla zikamufi including i-pension fund funeral benefits ye kubobani, because in terms of section 37 capital C Pension Funds Act, ama death benefits following from the ama proceeds with death benefits from the pension fund, they don't form part of a deceased estate.
Look, shortly, ama benefits and ama pension funds, our C part of the estate, like joint estate, particularly nangabe bashadwe in community of property.
Angisho sikhuluma nge-pension fund, umuntu makasebenza ukuthi kudonswe imali ku-salary yakhe ukuthi makaya ku-pension or makashona ke ama-death benefits or masashonile, yes, ama-death benefits proceeds wakhona aya kubobani. So ke if i-pension fund or ama-trustees decide ukuthi okay abawatholi ama-beneficiaries or ama-financial dependents, that's when ke lezo imali ama-proceeds wakhona they can be payable into the estate.
Okay, so nangabe ke ngishona angayibhali i-will, what happens?
If ungashona ungayibhalanga i-will, unfortunately umthetho uzokuyenzela isinqumo sokuthi impahla zakho zizoya kubo bani. So kunama rules in terms of Intestate Succession Act, lo mthetho lo sebenza ngawo if ushona ungashiyanga i-will. Sizobuza ke ukuthi umufi bekashadile na. So la sikhuluma ngemishado in community of property, out of community of property, imishado yesintu, imishado in terms of religious rights, Hindu and Muslim marriages, not abomasihlalisani, ne? If sithola ukuthi umufi bekangashadanga sizobuza futhi ukuthi bekashiya abantwana na. So if bakhona abantwana ngabo bazo inherita. So if umufi bekashadile, sizobheka ukuthi ushade kanjani in community of property or out of community of property or ngesintu, nokuthi i-estate izo-administered kanjani, izo-dividwa kanjani. And abantwana bazathola imali after umyeni or umfazi lo bekashade nomufi ke athole impahla zakhe.
This is where it gets tricky because Master of the High Court agayati le family of the deceased. So nema needs tidzingo takwe agatati. So in terms of administrating and distributing the estates, what is it that you take into consideration?
Angisho uqinisile ukuthi umuntu omunye nomunye oshonayo so Master of the High Court asimazi. So thina sizo relya nge-information ephuma ku labantu bebahlobene nomufi asaphila. Ngabo bazoza e-ofisini ka-Master of the High Court bazo-reporta i-estate. So thina sizo-acta upon leyo information le basinika yona ukuthi umufi bekashadile na kunabantwana izinto ezinjalo.
That becomes unfair because umuntu nakashonile bese kuvela tihlobo out of nowhere. So nineke, what gives you the confidence ukuthi ke this is the kind of information that you should be relying on?
Umuntu makashonile if bekashadile sine system lesi.
No, sengisho nangabe ukhulumela ukuthi you rely information nangabe tihlobo ke tiyavela ke. Nathi ngani ukuthi le tihlobo lethi beka close kuto lo umufi noma ke tihlobo nje tihlobo mbumbulu.
Yabona ke that's why kubalulekile ukuthi abantu bayenze ama-wills because nathi ngeke sazi angisho and uthole ukuthi kuyaliwa manje ukuthi usibanibani akusuyisihlobo sikamufi, uthole ukuthi sokufuneka ukuthi kuyenziwa ama-paternity blood tests, uyazibona lezo zinto and yimali futhi kuyenza lezo zinto.
So at whose cost?
Kulo muntu lo ozothi yena ozophikisana ukuthi loyo muntu uhlobene nomufi uye kumele ayenze lawo means ukuthi uthola ama blood tests.
Okay. Let's take our next caller. Sina Zanele ulapha eVal. Zanele sokumolo lihleleni sawubona.
Yebo sawubona baba uNtane.
Siyaphila kunjani mama?
Ngiyaphila.
Khuluma nathi mama.
Yebo baba. Bengicela ukuza because mina into eyenzakala ngiyile ebank. Mangifika ebank bangitshela ukuthi no ama-assets wami awamithi the certain required amount. But nginendlu ye-bond, I'm working. Angazi ukuthi kahle yini laba ifunayo.
Alright, siyabonga kakhulu ke Mama Zanele kusishayela uthi ke ama-assets akhe akamithi the required amount.
Angizwisisi
What does
ke
that mean?
mara ngicabanga ukuthi mhlambe umufi uye wayenza i-will nebank. So makayenze i-will nebank ke and then ke ibank iyakwazi ukuthi inga-renounce ukuthi kungabi i-executor lesizoyi-appointa ku-Master of the High Court because babheka ukuthi iy'mpahla zikamufi i-value yakhona if ingaphansi ku-250,000 rands kaningi bayasho ukuthi ngeke bakwazi kuyenza kusiza ke. So i-will iyafika kithi so basitshele ukuthi baya-renouncer and then basitshele nokuthi umufi bekahlobene nabo bani and then labo bantu kumele baze e-ofisini lethu ke siwu-Master of the High Court sizokwazi ukukhipha i-letters of authority because sikhipha i-letters of authority uma impahla zonke zikamufi masizihlanganisa i-value yakhona zingaphansi ku-250,000 rands.
Okay.
So if zingaphezulu ku-250,000 rands sikhipha i-letters of executorship. Kodwa kaningi la impahla zikamufi zingaphezulu ku-250,000 rands si-appointa i-bank. I-bank ayi-renounce because bayazi ukuthi bazothola i-profit angisho ngoku-administera i-estate.
Okay. Now, this is where the discussion gets very, very intense and very important. Let's take another ad break. Mbukeli siyabona kwa nyalo, ungasanyakati. Leli lungelo lakho ke bekunene sanimukela futhi ke kubamba ke tinkhulumo ke noma ke imininingwane etside ke lesibenayo ke kulehlelo lethu. Share licingo ke ku-0117146918 noma ke 0117146919. Our email address is consumer@sabc.co.za. Siyatfolakala futhi na ku Facebook. Asase lapha ke egagasini eThekwini ke kuna advocate Somo yena ke uvela lapha e-legal aid. Advocate Somo asase ke nayi ke will sengiyayicetha sengibhalile stamp of authority has been appended by the Commissioner of Oaths, the witnesses, everything. Bese ke seyiyaphi le will senginika bani? Ngayinika ummeli, ngayishiya ku Commissioner of Oaths, nginika bani le will?
It's your choice. The bank can keep the will for you. Ungayishiya kummeli wakho, it's safest, and yeah.
So ngingayi update le will, and how often should I?
It depends on your personal circumstances, how often your personal circumstances change. And if you give your child a benefit and then kusasa you don't want that child to benefit anymore, you are at liberty where we change your will, and it cannot be restricted on how often or what are the terms to change your will. If there are terms that have changed if the circumstances, let's give an example. If you're not married and suddenly we are shut, then that's a circumstance, it's a personal circumstance that will daily want you to consider changing your will.
So burial preference yona ngayifaka kule will. The reason I'm asking, asesithi I'm married with 2 wives. Lo wekuqala ngimshade ngesinfu through customary marriage, then lo wesibili ngamshada ke ngesilungu through civil rights. And then iwish yalo mfati wesibili lengimshade through civil rights uthi yena ufuna nangabe ngiyafa ufuna kungcwatshela ekhaya lakhe, kanzi mine ku will yami ngithi ngifuna kungcwatshela ekhaya lalo mfati wami wesiqala lengimthethe ngesinfu. Where does the will feature in there?
No, a burial right, yes, can be included in the will as to your personal wishes. Remember, the bottom line about will is your wishes beyond death. And it entails everything else. Will you, correctly so, you cannot, or practically so, you cannot really limit it to just your assets and what you have and your beneficiaries. But as to what should happen beyond that, it can be also entailed in a will.
So in that particular instance, umngam wesibili, can she not have, am I right, because yenake she's married through civil rights, angeke akusebenzise logo over the will? Kuthi ngifuna invoice yami ingcwatshwe kuphi kuphi?
Your scenario here change. Your scenario is the first wife is the one you married in terms of civil law. The second wife is the one you married in terms of customary law. Is that what you're saying?
No, the first wife I've married through customary law, and then the second wife I've married through civil rights. Can she not, have that as, no, mina ngashada ngesilungu, so therefore I have authority over the first wife, over the wishes of the first wife, in terms of the administration of that will?
Well, if we move into that aspect, we will first consider if you will be allowed to have a civil marriage and a customary marriage running concurrently. But in terms of that, the civil wife's rights supersede those of the customary law wife. But then the will clarifies all the other issues that can pertain to that dispute. I think a will is there to clarify those issues between the two wives.
Not good, a will supersedes the civil rights marriage or the other way around?
It supersedes the situation.
Okay.
Because you have unayo a situation here, two people, one married in terms of civil marriage and one married in terms of customary marriage. And the one in civil marriage, in as much as her rights are more against the one in customary marriage, the will clarifies as to, because it takes away what each party wants. It looks into what the deceased wants. As a deceased, my wishes are, I want to be buried ekhaya. And then, if the wife says, but you have to be buried in Johannesburg, the will is there to determine the place of your burial, irrespective of your rights. That's why I'm saying I do not want to go into detail in relation to this marriage regimes as to what impact will they have in a case of death. But that is superseded by the existence of a will, because the wishes of the deceased are expressly in the will.
Asibambe lapho ke advocate. Let's take our next caller. Sina Nungu lapha ke eLimpopo. Sakumukela ehlelweni sawubona.
Yebo kunjani?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
All right. Ngicela ubuza. Umbuzo wami okuqala ukuthi no. Ngisanile offer to purchase while I was buying a house, and it's taking maybe 2 to 3 months to bazoyibhadala ngoba basa process on land. Then what's going to happen if maybe susasa lapho go offer to purchase umuntu uyafa, and that witness I stand with a witness, bafunile witness, automatically that witness is this a beneficiary or not? If mhlawumbe uyafa but ngisanile ngifakile witness mangisayina offer to purchase. Then my second question, nendlu yebond and ngihlala nomfazi, anakwenzekala ukuthi no impaliso omunye umntwana wangaphandle na.
Okay, Nuku,
and then
yes, we've got experts to address your concern. Thank you so much for calling us. That was Nunku ulapha eLimpopo. Asasithatha ke likhetho lethu lekugcina siyabuya khona nyalo. Asikomungele futhi mbukele ke sichuba ngenkulumo yethu ke about the administration of estates, particularly Emma wills. Penny, we had Nonko from Limpopo lapha ukhuluma ngekuthi yena ke wasayina i-offer to purchase. Yes. And then what happens in that particular instance? Kunema witnesses, kune offer to purchase, and then uyashona ke.
If uyashona ke into ezoyenzakala ukuthi i-executor ye-estate yakhe kumele ayenze lodge i-claim, ne? I-executor estate yakhe lodge i-claim with the owner yala kulomuntu lo athenge indlu kuye in terms of the offer to purchase, because i-agreement, so leyo agreement is valid. So loyo muntu kumele a-insure ukuthi uyayitransfera leyo ndlu izobiza ngegama lakhe ngoba soshonile ngisho.
Okay.
Ushonile usayine i-offer to purchase, so ushone before i-transfer yendlu could take place. Yes. So i-executor yakhe kumele stand in his shoes ukuthi ayenze sure ukuthi leyo property eventually izobiza ngegama lakhe but izowela ku-estate yakhe.
Okay.
Yes, and then is about dealt with in terms of the will, if bekashiye i-will or if bekangayishiyanga ke in terms of Intestate Succession Act.
Okay. Now, Advocate, how would you respond to that? Would you want to weigh into that concern or question by Nuku ulapha ke eLimpopo uthi ke nangabe usayina i-offer to purchase indlu bese ke uyashona even before the transfer is made into your name?
Then just to move the conversation further beyond what Usisi says, if in a case of where I signed that offer to purchase, but then there are no proper payments or no full payments that are done in there, that as well on its own, that that as well should also be catered for, if it's included in the will, as to what should happen to the outstanding monies if I am buying. But then it is the duty of the executor or the masters to first pay off whatever is remaining that has not been paid by the deceased at the time, before anything can really happen going forward from there.
Nangabe kunema claims from ema dependents. Nangabe nginemfana lebe ngisolo ngimsupporta on a monthly basis, but akekho kule will, would that be taken into account after my death, perhaps?
Indeed. A person has got if the person is legitimately supported by the deceased, has got a legitimate claim into the estate for maintenance in that regard. We cannot overlook the fact that a maintenance claim can be put forward even if it was not included in the will. That has to be catered for before everything else can evolve around the will. Because the person dependent, or that son, dependent on your maintenance, and the claim is supposed to go to your estate, which is valid.
Just in closing, your final words and words of advice?
My best words of advice is that it doesn't matter what you have, it is more important to prepare yourself to have a will in case of your death. Wills are very important, and our people tend to disregard that, but anything else.
Asishiye lapho ke advocate, siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much for your insights and for joining us till this far. It's much appreciated. Now ke Penny Robert, just your final words. We literally have 10 seconds.
I share the same sentiments. Abantu mabayenza amawili, bayenze i-estate zabo, bayenze i-estate planning, ukuthi bangazitholi ukuthi impahla zabo ziyathengiswa ukuthi ama-creditors abhadala.
All right. Penny Roberts, na advocate Somo, thank you so much for your time. Ake mbukele sifika kanjalo kumaphethelweni ehlelo lethu namhla. Ngibonge kakhulu ukuthi ivakashi lethu ngekusivakashela. Siphonde sibonga kuba nani ke babukeli ngekuba nathi until this moment. Please join us again next Monday for yet another live consumer affairs discussion. For me, Simpiwe Ngongane and the rest of the team, nisale kahle. Yilungelo Lakho,